Blessed is the man that worketh not in the counsel of the heathen, and sitteth in the seat that is scornful. But his delight is in the law of the law, and in this law I see I did it sunrise and sundown. Him I go there like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth fruit in the season. Him live never I go wither, and whatsoever him do shall prosper. Yea! The heathen them now they saw them there like a chaff, which the wind driveth away. Therefore the heathen them never go turn upon the judgment of the sin among them in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord God Jah love the way of the righteous and the way of the sin among them always and always. I will perish. Let the people of the Most High God say, Joe! Kadama we gromabia tela higzag beer tanaistalin abba shante 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 kadama we gromabia tela where 2 centuries meet in the name of the Most High Jah and that's so Jaja de if Jaja never watch upon your house the watchman I go watch it in vain. Same way if Jaja never build up your house the builder I go build it in vain. The name of the Lord is a strong tower and the righteous run into it and they may save. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Jah shall deliver him from all of them. And I give thanks and I say unto your name, King of kings and Lord of lords, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, Amasa Yahuda, Amasa Negus, Danielam, Komaya Sataya, Haimana Pio Aya, Kadamawe Gromabe Tela. This is the Black Pot, aka Kuku Shodemo, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Blakk RASTA. In every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, albeit uncomfortably, ingredients of so many different colors, shapes, sizes, aromas, and flavors find their way into the black pot, putting aside all their differences to produce what is known as food. Now, this food does not even go to the benefit of the black pot. Neither does it benefit the ingredients. It benefits us the eaters. Yet every time, so selflessly, the ingredients and the black pot would always collaborate to bring us good, nutritious food. Now the black pot is so symbolical of the African continent. And interestingly, we are also represented by the ingredients in the black pot. We must collaborate and produce what is known as development for our people, our continent, our land. We must be that tree planting generation. Yes, even though we might not live long enough to benefit from the shade and the fruits of the tree, we must know that it doesn't mean anything. After all, the next generations of our children, children's children, children's children's children will come and benefit this. And it's always beautiful to say, we did it for them. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here, we don't do politics. We speak truth to power, yes, but we don't criticize. If we must criticize, although we would, just to build and not to destroy. And the good thing about us is this thing. Hear me now. The Black Pot looks at patriotism and not politics. I love this. We are seen all over the world via the power of satellite. We are on Pan-African TV, Africa's Pan-African TV. We are also on Loud Silence TV, Super on Black Empire TV, our own TV, and of course on Ghana Web TV. We are also on YouTube. Our name is Black Empire TV. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel and make sure that you also click on the notification so that you will not miss any story we put out. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Coco Shodomo, and my name, Blakk RASTA. Today we have a number of issues to look at. Number one is rolling. What does it say? Sperms for sale in Ghana. It's shocking, isn't it? Now, the media outfit that I work for is called Media General. Our TV station went into a very serious investigation, and it came out with shocking results. Sperms for sale in Ghana. Watch the headlines. Sperm merchants, the cartels harvesting and selling used condoms for rituals in Ghana. And what does the story say? It took the boldness of a journalist to pursue his curiosity after he first heard about something almost unbelievable in 2017, and which has now been established as a thriving sperm harvesting industry in the country. Come here. Title: Sperm Merchant. The TV3 journalists trace the trail of how mostly prostitutes have established a branch of their business with the sale of used condoms. Predominant in the Upper West Ashanti and Greater Accra regions, most of these women have built strong businesses and of course, business links with cartels and ritualists, making a great deal of money from them in return for the used condoms. One of the women who spoke to TV3 journalists involved in this investigation told him that the syndicate is so well coordinated that there are even cleaners in a number of hotels that serve as their suppliers. I have hotels in Accra that the cleaners supply me with the used condoms when I tip them, because I learn much from the use, I earn much from the used condom sale, he said. Of course, spoke in Ghanaian English. It's the errand boys of the pastors that deal with me, not the pastors themselves. I will not mention names, but a lot of the condoms are requested by pastors. I even delivered some consignment when coming here, and I will collect my money when I am going back. I know the pastor's house. He also knows mine. I will take my money. 2 weeks ago, I delivered some to an evangelist in the Volta region. She said, while stating that she would never allow such a thing to be done to any man in her family, Kiki explained that regardless, she would continue to sell the condoms to be able to fend for herself and her 10-year-old daughter. She also disclosed that she has spiritually fortified herself, as she is aware the trade she is in is a dangerous one. More revealing was the fact that these women said a lot of their clients are supposedly pastors. One of the ladies, referred to as Kiki, explained how a lot of these men of God get their supplies, stressing that even before she went for that interview, she had just dropped off a consignment with one of these men. For her, as long as the used condoms will be paid for, she would always be ready to supply them. Anytime I go to Kumasi, people come to me for the used condoms containing sperms. I don't know what they use them for, but so far as they pay me, I sell them, she explained. A fetish priest in the central Tong district of the Volta region also explained some of the consequences of people using such condoms for rituals, whilst adding that it is something he has raised an alarm on before. These are the condoms. Come here. When you look at them, and if you have seen the documentary, you will be shocked. Men who patronize the services of these women. After sex, what happens next? They leave the used condoms behind. The women would normally tell them, oh, we will dispose of them. Don't worry. Just go. And then they pick up that and they sell. These are all condoms containing sperms. And they use that for rituals in this country. And as the story said, a lot of people who are supposed to be called men of God pastors are those that patronize this, and they use that for extra energy and power to be able to make miracles in the church so they can make more money. Now the prostitutes have opened another branch of their prostitution, and that is the sale of condoms that have been used containing sperms. What are the consequences of using these sperms for rituals? Now, when you look at the documentary, you realize that a lot of the spiritualists will tell you that once this is used, the owner of the sperms will go mad. Sometimes they will never be able to have children all their lives. But we are looking at the legal aspect. Lawyers in the documentary say that there's no law in Ghana that is against the selling of human sperms. So it is not illegal per se to sell sperms. What is illegal is prostitution, but not the selling of the sperm. Wow. So if a man goes to court and he says, oh, I patronize the services of a prostitute, little did I know that the condom that I used, she picked it up with my sperms contained in there and sold it out to be used for spiritual purposes. The judge will look at you, and what would he say? You did an illegal business. It's like running to the court to say that you went to buy cocaine from a certain drug peddler and the man has swindled you. The court will lock you up because you got engaged in an illegal activity. So what does this mean? It means none of these men can get a certain kind of verdict, positive, in the courthouse. But this trade is booming. In the Upper West region is the order of the day. There are hotels that have a lot of prostitutes coming from Burkina Faso, some coming from Nigeria, and some other neighboring places, and they've been in the hotel for the past 2 years and even more. And all they do is to harvest sperms that they sell and make money. How much do they sell one condom filled with sperm? In the documentary, it depends on how plentiful the sperm is. And according to some of the prostitutes, if a man has not slept with a woman for so long, and then he goes in to have sex, he will produce a lot of sperms, and they might sell that for 200 Ghana cedis, depending on where. But if it's a man who regularly has sex, he will produce only a little one. And for that matter, they will charge only 100 Ghana cedis. Do they dilute the condoms and the content with water so that they will look a lot plenty? Your guess is as good as mine. But the sperm business is now rife. Now, what is the advice in there? If you cannot stay away from prostitutes, make sure that after the caboodle, you carry your own used condoms and walk away. But this is also interesting. Come here, let me tell you something. Now, according to the prostitutes interviewed in this documentary, they are more interested in the sperm more than even the money that you pay them, because they make a lot of money from the sperm business. So if you're coming and you are going and you want to carry your sperm away, they have boys around who they will call to beat you up mercilessly. If you're not careful, they might even stab you so that you leave the sperm behind. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? This is what it is. People are doing virtually anything to make money. Somebody says, I have a 10-year-old that I have to take care of, so I have to sell people's sperms to make that money. But she wouldn't want that to happen to any male member of a family. And she says in the interview, I have made up my mind that I am a bad criminal. I'm a bad person. I am a sinner. So I will do all these things to make my money. But I wouldn't want that to happen to my family. Wow. Are these truly the end times? Would you want your sperm to be sold? I know many other people out there would just say, oh, it's just sperm, it's nothing. Especially people with the Western minds. They will see it as a waste of time. Wait until you start going mad. Wait until you can't make children. then you will know that African spirituality works. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonoma. I know what is going through your mind right now. Maybe the last time you went into a hotel, the last time you had a hookup girl. Now, the euphemism for prostitution is hookup. Institutionalized prostitution. They call it hookup. And the ladies are all over the place. One phone call, bam. These days, they don't even need to be on the streets. And when they come, they harvest your sperm. The last time you forgot to carry your used condom away, maybe it's in the hands of a certain pastor. Maybe it's in a shrine in the Volta region. Wow, this is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo.
Go on, Skipper George.
Blakk Pot, Kukusho.